Bye-bye, airport. Hello everyone and welcome back to Scum. I'm your host, 2005 Guy Vero 2. Okay, so today we're going to have a little bit of an experimentation session in the game, especially with with single player, because I've been having a couple of issues with single player, not just the whole lag problem within the game in the single player, but also in the multiplayer. Now, with the multiplayer, I thought maybe it's something to do with ping, but that's not the case because I've got it in single player as well. So I don't know what the cause of it is, but we're going to try and pin down that little issue. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that today. Now, there is another issue, of course, which is the batteries in the vehicles. So I don't know if you guys remember from the previous season, along with maybe this season, we found a vehicle. We charged the vehicle with the battery as far as the battery would do it. We drove the vehicle to our house. We filled it up with petrol. We carried on within the game. The battery started to go down a little bit. We exited the game. It still had charge left in the battery. We came back onto the game. The battery was flat. Raided another drop pod, grabbed the battery, charged the battery that little bit, exited the game, came back, it was flat. Now, why that's a feature in single player, I have no idea why they did that. But apparently the single player is still set up like a multiplayer game. And apparently in the multiplayer settings, which is something that we'll come across very soon, is a bit that says or something in the line of offline draining, or it says inactive draining. And basically what that means is if you are not on the server, or if you are on the server and you're doing other things, the battery drains after a little while. Now with servers, you would sort of think, okay, servers are on continuously, so that battery drain, yes, I can understand that a little bit, because it will drain in the game if you're not actually using it. But if you're on a single player and you exit the game, which means like you close down the game, which means there is no active server running in the background, that battery should not be draining, and yet it is. Now, the reason for this is basically I put on a question on the forums saying game settings. Apparently, in on servers, you can customize the game to make it harder, easier, or a bit more balanced than it currently is. And is there a way to do that for single player, because you don't have the options in game to do that? Unlike Space Engineers, 7 Days to Die, Medieval Engineers, what else is there? A little bit of Rising Worlds can be edited before you start the game. Plant Nomads, you name it. There are lots and lots of games out there where you can increase, decrease the difficulty. You can Space Engineers and 7 Days to Die and Medieval Engineers. You can customize the game to be either very difficult, moderately difficult, normal settings, a little bit lighter, and very easy, super easy, in fact. And also you can modify, for example, Space Engineers, you can turn things on and off. So, for example, the walls by default are switched off. You can switch those in-game before you start the game, or also, if you are in-game, you can change them there as well. Same thing with 7 Days to Die. You've not only got the whole loot box option that you can change the amount of zombies in the world, you can change when the Fortnite is in 7 Days to Die, how much loot you get, basically a loot multiplier, stuff like that. However, in the single player game, I can't find that. It's just not there. And then apparently, if you've got a server, there are settings in the server that you can tweak. And then you can increase chances for loot. You can make the zombies apparently a lot less dangerous, which may explain a couple of things in the hangar. And then you've got various other options like the day settings. You can increase the speed, you can decrease the speed, and stuff like that. And apparently, somewhere in those settings, you can also change through the server settings. You can change the drop pod bits and pieces. And well, apparently there was 2 drop pods in the multiplayer game that we were having, and he increased the amount of time that the drop pod was available before it exploded. Now that's nice and all, but there are no settings like that for single player. So I basically posted up this question on the forums, and I also mentioned about the battery. Basically, did anyone else have any trouble with the battery going flat after being offline for about 6-7 hours? And apparently, there was quite a few people. And the developers basically put down my question as being answered with a link. So this is my little post. This is the link. Apparently, a developer indicated that this being the answer to the topic. I didn't mark this as being the answer, so I wasn't sure at the time. But apparently, there are ways to change it. And if we go to this one, it comes up with somebody else that's mentioned about the batteries. It means going into the folder that we went to remove the fog, for if anyone else was having lots of issues with performance and other things. And apparently you have to edit the server settings.ini file. So basically the single player game is being treated like a multiplayer game and doesn't have the actual single player settings set for single player. So we basically have to edit this file to stop this drain from occurring when we're offline. So basically, apparently we have to go into the server settings.ini and change the battery drain from inactive multiplier is 1 to an is 0 to stop it from happening. According to somebody else, he doesn't mind the drain so long as it's not continuously. But it looks like he's gone a bit further than just doing the inactive one. Looks like he's doing the drain from engine to 0.3 and devices from 0.3. Now, I'm not sure about devices in the car yet because, well, unless it's the lights, if you leave the lights on, maybe. But other than that, let's go to the files themselves. So if we go over here, I've already got it highlighted because I had a little peek. So we have the main files here. So we've got Apex Destruction, Compact, Data Prep Editor, and all of these are 1K, so they're actually all just empty files. There's nothing in there. Not sure what they're all supposed to be for. Then we've got an engine.ini, which has got 2 kilobytes, and it looks like it just ships bits from one place to the other place, and it basically says where things are in game. Then we've got the one for the fog, where we had to change the shadow quality to from is 3 to 0. There's been a small update where the developers removed the fog, but for some reason the lag still remains within game, and it's automatically put the shadow quality to is 1. So if you did change it in the past, it's now is 1, or it might be a different number for you guys as well. So that's quality bits, which makes you wonder what all the other different settings do. And there's also an R dot shadow quality, it's 3 down there. So I'm not sure what's the difference between R and SG, but who knows, maybe somebody could leave a little comment down below as to what that actually is, the difference that is. Now, if we go to the server settings one, we have the option to change animals, birds, zombies, wild pawns in the world. I'm not sure what that is. Must be wild spawns in the world, but exterior, interior, sentries, vehicles. So apparently it gets an issue with sentries, although it's put down as a -1. Makes you wonder what happens if you change that to a 1. I think we'll experiment a bit. Let's change that from -1 to 1. Now, if it's a sentry, I would say probably airbase and military outposts, stuff like that. So we're going to have to go down to one of those, see what's in that area. Just hope that we find a car soon. If basically, if we do this, I'm going to do it in a different game. I'm not going to do that in the current game. And then looks like it won't go down any further. So we've got random location price, sector location price. It says it's respawn settings, but I'm not sure what that lot's for. Definitely not sure what that lot's about. Item spawning, so we can change the items, so that might be something to look into later. Time between event minimum and maximum. Cargo fall delay, duration, and self-destruction. So 60, my guess 60 settings. So it gets shown on the map and then for 60 seconds, dropped 60 seconds later, and then 20 minutes until the drop blows up. So that's interesting to know. What else do we have? Sentry damage multiplier. So apparently there is a sentry somewhere in the game. So I wonder where these sentries are. Then we've got the zombie damage multiplier, which I suspect is a lot lower than 1 on the multiplayer. I don't know what the number would be without asking. What else do we have here? Base building, use map based building restriction is 1. Not sure about that one. Can only make 1 building, or it's a case of you can only have 1 building as a spawn building. Not sure. Then we come down to the vehicles. So you've got fuel draining, which is 1. Battery drain from engine, 1. Battery drain from device. Why would battery drain from the engine be 1? That'd be charging from 1. Yeah, you've got alternate. Alternator multiplier, and then you've got dynamo multiplier. Not sure about the dynamo being in the game, but we do have batteries, so maybe they list that the dynamo as battery. And then you've got the interactive one over here. So let's change that to let's change that to 0 so that we don't have that little battery issue while we're offline. I don't mind the issue being while we're actually playing the game, but while we're not playing the game, it doesn't make sense to have that kind of drain on there. So let's do that. Let's exit this one, save. Is there anything else that might be interesting? We've got an input, which is 19 kilobytes. And that is key bindings, I think. Right mouse button, F10. Yeah, so these must be the key bindings, so I definitely don't want to mess about with that. Albeit, I would like to see if there's a way to separate the freaking compass from the what's it called? The sniping scope, because both of them being on the same button is extremely irritating. Aim down the sight is just middle right mouse button. So that's quite literally that. So do we have an option to change the compass as well? Compass. Is there a way to change the compass? No. I don't see it. What a pain. You can't separate the two. Oh well, maybe later on we'll be able to find out a way. Maybe the devs could do it themselves. Okay, so we've carried on for a lot longer than I intended off of camera. Sorry, out of the game. So let's get the game up and running. Oh, looks like there's an update for Craftopia. Well, I'll do an episode on that one very soon in that case, because I'll have to make sure that it goes up before tomorrow morning. So let's go into that one. Play, because let's face it, 12 is not compatible with Windows 7. And I do need to back up everything that's on here before I install that horrible software. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll cut here and see you guys in game. So this could take a little while.
It's all about humanity.
Okay, there we go. So we're in again. Let's quickly change the character to what we want this time. Okay, so we want melee. Let's say the rifles. Endurance. Driving. So if you set the driving to 4, you have no option to change anything else. Strange. Okay, so let's set demolition. Throwing. Stealth. Yep. Next one is engineering. Survival. Awareness. And sniping. That's good enough. Great. Okay. wonder where we're going to start. Okay, we might be able to see the time on the watch. It's currently 8:24. But the question is that really the in-game time, or is that something else? Oh. The question is, can we actually see it if we're not chopping down a tree? Okay, let's probably should have picked those up and dumped them over there. Okay. I did drop it in right, yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. We've gone through there. We haven't gone to the top. There's not usually anything up there. There's usually one box in there. Let's have a little look in here. I thought there was a bag there for a sec. Okay, another pipe might come in handy for something else later. Oh, the skull mask. Okay. Okay, nothing else around here. Ooh, wait. Oh. Okay, so there's plenty of grapes to go around for quite a while. Let's hope that there's a truck over there then. Or a car or something. Some means of transportation, and hopefully it's got some fuel and battery power to it. Okay, so let's dump all this stuff in here. Shame we haven't found any water or food that we can that would last a little bit longer than anything else. We could have some grapes, but that's going to take a while. What's this one? Looks like it's just grass. Just grass and weeds. And I doubt that patch is anything, but we can have a quick peek. It won't be too long before our character starts to get hungry, so looks like it's just grass. Shame, really. Okay, so do we want to go further that way, or shall we go straight to the bad place? Let's go straight to the bad place, see if we can find something other than a zombie that's going to blow itself up. P2. down there. Not sure if we can make it on time, but it's one hell of a long way away from here. So it's down that road over there. Over there somewhere. Well, if we get eaten by wolves, or bears, yep, we're starting to die from hunger already. That's because we're running. Ooh, a rabbit. That's the first time I've actually seen a rabbit in the game. I've seen chickens, I've seen a horse, I've seen a boar, I've seen a bear. I've not seen until today a rabbit in the game. Now the only thing that we haven't seen yet is the wolf. I've seen a deer. 2 deers actually, male and a female one. Okay. There is the smoke. Should be around here somewhere. There it is, it's dropping now. Of course, we didn't bring the thread with us just in case we found a zombie or two. There's nothing. There it is. Nice. Okay, water canteen. Apparently it's too heavy for that one. Oops. Okay, sardine can, MRE, water bottle. Actually, let's go with that for the moment. Ooh. Okay, drop that one. Look, that's not an M9. 45 caliber. 45. Unpack. Drop the paper. Silencer for 9mm, don't need that. Okay, Damn it, we have no other way of storing it. Oh, two. Let's go with these ones for the moment. Oh, actually, sorry, it's one of those hard things to go by at the start of the game. Okay, so we've got a pistol, we've got some rounds, got bandages and other bits now. Painkillers. Hungry. Let's do that. Take the other MRE. Oop. Can't put the other MRE in there. Okay, let's do that. That one. That one. Food is definitely more important currently. Okay, so let's head back to that box, store all the stuff in there. So we've got that as a backup location. Let's hope that we don't come across something on the way there. It's a shame that we're going to have to leave all that other stuff behind, but at the moment we don't know where there's a car, so no choice. And we're already starting to hit lag spikes. And it's only a very small POI that's ahead, so not sure why we keep hitting so many lag spikes. Okay. could go back, but by the time that we get there, it's probably going to blow up. So let's head down to the other location. Oh, we're actually still quite hungry. Well, strange. Oh, I haven't set that on keep running yet. Oh, well, we might as well go down there on foot. Actually, I do want to see if that one's got a vehicle over there. Granted, we don't have enough time to go back for the battery and bits. But nevertheless, I'm interested to see what's over there. Call it respawn for later. Uh-oh. Okay, there was a buggy. There's got to be a bird that just needs a bit of repair. Damn. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it before that thing blows up. That's a bit of shit. Where's that zombie that we heard? There's definitely a lot of food around here, so it's not a bad place to settle down. Maybe just on that curb. I wonder how badly that's damaged. Okay. Let's have a look. Actually, looks like it's still completely usable, so let's head down to the airport. Okay, so this lag, these couple of lag spikes are definitely a problem. So let's do the settings bit. Oop, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go to options, video. Okay, so let's go for high. Switch off motion blur. Keep the light functions on. Do apply, yes. Let's have a little look. Ooh, sparks. Are we heading in the right direction or wrong direction? We are heading towards that base. Good. No, more lag again. So even on a high, we keep getting an awful lot of lag. So let's go to the next one. So we've got medium. Let's turn motion blur off again. So this is the medium setting. Bear in mind how over-spec'd this PC is. I hate those type of turnings. Even in real life, I hate those ones. Okay, so it should be right there. There's definitely something interesting already. And what do we have up here? Some underwear and some gloves. Nothing else. Okay, so we're currently just below that B. Let's have a look where we are by the runway. Okay, so all the mechs are over there. Just wondering if there's anything in there. So we've been down there once or twice. Oh, from this distance, I can't see the mechs. They're not rendered in, or they're just not there. Let's have a little look under Epic again. Can we see them now? No, we can't. Interesting. Take the low settings later on, but I'm interested in the What's that one called again? ARP? Or was this the LDR? Can't remember. It's been an awful long time since I made those maps. Okay, so there's nothing really up here. Oh, it's worth a shot. Nice to know that there's an outpost right, or a little outpost right there. I wonder, oh, I think I just saw one of them right over there. Yep, I see one now. Okay, so if we go back into options, set that to medium, can we see it from way over here? We can, so view distances have nothing to do with quality of the picture. Interesting. Well, that would be this lot over here, I think. Well, let's set it to high for the moment. I normally keep it on epic, but seeing all the lag and everything, although even with high and medium, it was still happening. Just wondering where that one over there's going. Okay, and then it comes back on itself. So were there any on this side? Because there were interesting looking buildings over there. Actually, seeing that this is only a test one, can we get that buggy through the fence? There is a good question. I want to know if we can get that through this hole. This will give the character some protein. At least I think these things have got protein in them. Granted, we'll be, if we can get in there with the buggy, it'll be notifying the drives to our exact location. Although, I do want to see if there is this sentry over there. I want to know what the sentry bit is. Is there a sentry over there? Okay, so that one's right there. You will definitely see the buggy once it makes that U-turn. Sorry, buggy, quad bike. And being on it, we're constantly running out of fuel. I don't see anything right there. Okay, it is heading this way. But let's not make a complete spectacle of ourselves for the robot there. I wonder if it pays any attention to the noise of the bike. No. No. Zombie sentry, maybe? Oh, would you like that? We can drive straight in it. But really? There's nothing on this side of it? What happened to the... What the... No, that can't be right. In the multiplayer there were two mechs right here. Going side to side. Can't be just a multiplayer thing. Bye-bye, zombie. Do we get him? Yep. Oh, don't see us. It's definitely this side of it. Is it because we're on the bike and not? I don't get it. I didn't make a bed with any other settings, so this is weird. We're gonna have to come back over here in the other world. Maybe it was day and night thing? The loot is still terrible when you're starting though. Maybe it is because we only just recently started. Oh yeah, definitely want that one. I just don't get it. Why was it so much more difficult on the multiplayer for this bit over here than it is for the single? Oops. Okay, just one to one. That one or two. Looks like one. Yep. Shut up. Stay quiet. I'm still completely gobsmacked that there are no robot sentries. What's that? Block 21. Ooh, an AK. If we could find the ammo to go with it, that would be nice. Too big. Ooh, okay, yeah. Didn't know what it was actually at first. went through all of those, right? No. Skip those because of zombies. Okay. Nice. Is it because we set the sentry down to 1 instead of -1? So many questions. Another AK. Okay. Actually, let's take the trousers with us. Oops. What's that over there? Nothing. It's so freaky. Okay, now. Well, definitely not much to loot in here when you're doing single play, that's for sure. Yeah, sorry, but they don't seem to want to work for me, so... Interesting. I think there's a couple on the other side as well, right? Okay. Let's drive straight through. Bye-bye, airport. Okay, so there's a couple more over there. Where the hell are all the robots? Okay, I think it is because we set the sentry bit down to 1 instead of -1. I don't see any other robots. Okay, quite a few zombies. Definitely lots of zombies. Oh, there's a mech. There's 3 more of those over here. Okay. Don't see the mech that was walking around over there. Weird. Thing's about to run out of juice, of course. Yeah, the mech that was over here is no longer here. Interesting. Zombie ho! Bye bye, mech. Actually, ooh, nope. Oh, blast it. Let's try not to do that. Okay, mech over there. Zombie. Missed it. Zombie. Yep. Splat. Oh, this is fun. Splat, splat. Splat. Makes you wonder. Have you been inside of this building? Ooh, garage. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Don't know how much space we've got left in this thing. Battery. Okay, nothing else can fit in there. Okay. Let's head back to our little staging. Okay, so that's not what I thought it was. Okay, let's head back to our staging area. Now this is definitely freaky. Where's the exit? Granted, we need petrol really badly. Okay, so where are we going? We're going left. Okay. Unless there's a vehicle around here. Nope. Ooh, there's a car over there, but we don't have a pipe. But it's nice to know that there's a car over here as well. Nope, flags white. Okay, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave the episode there for the moment, guys. So if you've liked what we've seen so far, please leave a like. If you didn't, please let me know why. Also, if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.